Okay, many Christians do think the 10 still apply, but they don't think we need to keep the feasts and the food laws. All right, feast days, Leviticus 34 and verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord, even holy convocations which you shall proclaim in their season. Now here's the thing you got to know about the feast of the Lord. They're referred to as the feast of the Lord, and they're all about Jesus Christ. Why would churches not keep feast days that are in the Bible and they're all about Jesus Christ? Why? Passover. Everybody, okay, what's the Passover? When I see the blood, when I see the blood, I will pass over it. It's about the blood of the Lamb, the Passover Lamb that was slain from the foundation of the world, Jesus Christ. Passover, unleavened bread. Now, I'm going through Scripture quickly from the New Testament. Matthew 26 and verse 17. Now, the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, the disciples came to Jesus, saying unto him, Where were you that we prepared you to eat the Passover? Okay, this is the holy day season. Often the feast of Passover or the feast of unleavened bread were referred to as synonymously, together, or whatever. Okay, but this is the New Testament church, and they're asking Jesus, where do we keep the Passover and unleavened bread? Pentecost, 1 Corinthians 16 and verse 7. For I will not see you now, nor by the way, but I trust and tarry a while with you, if the Lord permits. But I will tarry at Ephesus until Pentecost. Why? Why was Paul saying, I'm going to tarry at Ephesus until Pentecost? Why didn't he say, I'm going to tarry at Ephesus until Halloween? I'm going to tarry at Ephesus until Christmas. I'm going to tarry at Ephesus until Easter. It's not in there. The New Testament church, Jesus Christ, was keeping the holy days. Feast of Trumpets. Matthew 24 and verse 30. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. Then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. And then they shall see the Son of Man coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trump, and shall gather together the elect from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other. Yes, the Feast of Trumpets, which is all about Jesus Christ returning to this earth to set up his kingdom. Day of Atonement. I'm reading from the Good News Bible, Acts 27 and verse 9. We spent a long time there until it became too dangerous to voyage, for it was now the Day of Atonement. The Day of Atonement was already past. So Paul gave them this advice. Okay, here again, making references to the Day of Atonement, one of God's holy days, Feast of Tabernacles, Acts 18 verse 21. But bade them farewell, saying, I must by all means keep this feast that comes in Jerusalem, but I will return again unto you, if God will. And he sailed from Ephesus. The last great day, John 7 verse 37. In that last great day of the feast, Jesus stood up and cried, If any man thirst, let him come to me and drink. He that believes on me, as the scripture has said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water. They're all about Jesus Christ. Okay? You know, in the Old Testament, when you read through the Old Testament about Israel and Judah, they would leave God and they would turn back to God. They would leave God and they would turn back to God. They had bad kings, they had a few good kings. But the good kings would always return the law of God. And the first thing the good king would do is to keep the appointments with God, to keep the holy day. That's the first thing that he would return to, the keeping and observing of the holy days. My question to you, church, why are you not doing it? Why are you not keeping the holy days? Why don't preachers, people honor the feast days? Well, it's what they've been taught in seminary school. It's what preachers have been taught in seminary school, which leads to lack of conviction. They share it with their congregation. All that was for Israel only. It's not for us. You know, for 20 years I thought a rabbit laid an egg. You know, that's cute. That's funny. But the holy days, oh, Feast of Unleavened Bread, we don't understand that. But it makes sense that we got rabbit trees with eggs on them. Okay? How stupid is that? How stupid is that?
Check us out on the web at isthatreallyinthebible.com.